Throughout history, scientific experiments have pushed the boundaries of knowledge, sometimes with terrifying consequences. We celebrate the Einsteins, the Curies, the pioneers who've dragged humanity into the light. But what about the experiments that went wrong? What about the times when progress came close to costing us everything? In this episode, we're diving into some of the freakiest experiments that came dangerously close to wiping out humanity. Experiments that make you question, was it worth the risk?
The desert sands of New Mexico hold a secret buried beneath a blinding flash of light and a roar that shook the very foundations of the Earth. In the final days of World War II, the greatest minds on the planet gathered in a desperate race against time, their goal to unleash the devastating power of the atom. The Manhattan Project, shrouded in secrecy, was driven by both scientific curiosity and the very real fear of a Nazi Germany wielding a weapon of unimaginable power. But as the countdown to the first atomic bomb test, codenamed Trinity, ticked away, a chilling realization gripped some of the scientists. What if their calculations were wrong? Could the detonation ignite the atmosphere, setting off a chain reaction that would consume the planet? And then, at 5:29 a.m. on July 16, 1945, the world changed forever. The first atomic bomb had detonated, unleashing a force never before witnessed by human eyes.
Deep beneath the Swiss-French border lies a machine of almost unimaginable power, a 17-mile ring of superconducting magnets, a cathedral to science where particles smaller than atoms are smashed together at nearly the speed of light. This is the Large Hadron Collider, a marvel of engineering, a testament to humanity's thirst for knowledge. But what if that thirst leads us to our doom? When the LHC was first fired up in 2008, rumors swirled like specters in the machine itself. Some feared the creation of miniature black holes, ravenous singularities that could devour the Earth from the inside out. Imagine our planet reduced to a cosmic snack. The LHC is still operational today, pushing the boundaries of physics, searching for answers to the universe's biggest mysteries. And while the Doomsday predictions have yet to materialize, the experiment serves as a stark reminder that we are tinkering with forces we may not fully comprehend.
The Cold War, a time of paranoia and brinkmanship, cast a long dark shadow over the world. It was a time when two superpowers, armed with enough nuclear weapons to obliterate civilization many times over, stared each other down across an ideological abyss. But what if the fate of the world rested not in the hands of leaders, but in a cold, calculating machine? The Soviets, ever secretive, developed a system so terrifying, so chilling, that it became known as the Dead Hand. Imagine this. A network of sensors, constantly monitoring for signs of a nuclear attack. If the unthinkable happened, if the sensors detected an enemy strike, the Dead Hand would activate. This was no ordinary retaliation system. The Dead Hand bypassed all human intervention, designed to launch a full-scale nuclear counterattack even if the Soviet leadership had been wiped out. The truly terrifying aspect of the Dead Hand was its potential for error. A false alarm, a technical malfunction, could have triggered a global nuclear holocaust, ending life as we knew it.
In the heart of the Arizona desert, a shimmering glass and steel structure stands as a monument to ambition and hubris. Biosphere 2, named after the Earth itself, was a daring experiment, an attempt to create a self-sustaining ecosystem, a miniature Earth under glass. In the early 1990s, 8 biospherians sealed themselves inside this artificial world. They aimed to live and work within a closed system, growing their own food, recycling their own air and water, completely isolated from the outside. But as months turned into years, the dream began to unravel. Oxygen levels plummeted, threatening the very lives of the biospherians. Plants withered, crops failed, and the delicate balance of this manufactured ecosystem spiraled towards collapse. Imagine the terror of those trapped inside, watching as their life support system, their manufactured paradise, slowly turned against them. The air they breathed, once a source of life, now a suffocating threat. The experiment ultimately failed, a stark reminder of the complexities of our planet's ecosystems and the arrogance of believing we can easily replicate them.
The horrors of war often breed a terrifying ingenuity, a desperate search for weapons that can cripple and conquer. In the mid-20th century, a new kind of terror entered the battlefields: nerve agents, invisible, odorless chemicals capable of shutting down the human nervous system in minutes. VX, sarin, names that send chills down your spine. These weren't bullets or bombs, but silent, invisible killers. Both the United States and the Soviet Union, locked in the deadly embrace of the Cold War, conducted experiments with these horrific substances, pushing the boundaries of lethality. The risk of accidental release was ever present. A single leak, a miscalculation, could unleash a silent and invisible killer onto the world, leaving a trail of death and devastation in its wake. The nerve gas experiments stand as a chilling reminder of the dark side of scientific progress. A reminder that the pursuit of knowledge, when divorced from ethical considerations, can lead to unimaginable horrors.
These experiments remind us of the fine line between progress and peril. While science has brought us incredible advancements, it's also come close to ending it all. The question is, how far are we willing to go in the name of discovery? How much are we willing to risk? Because the next breakthrough, the next experiment, might be the one that pushes us over the edge. If you found this episode thought-provoking, if you dare to look into the abyss of scientific history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the dark side of science. #Science on our experiments. #Watch God work.